Hello Year 4, it's Mrs Price here. I'm going to tell you about this week's spelling work that we're going to do, but first of all I just want to say that massive thank you to all those children who are sending emails to us, showing us their work that they have done, sending us photos. It's lovely to receive your emails and to see your work that you've been doing, so please keep sending those in. And if you haven't sent us anything in for a while, then perhaps you could. That would be great to see. Now, we've had lots and lots of you going on the spelling shed this week, and I'm going to tell you at the end of the lesson who the winner is for the whole of Year 4 and which class is winning this week. Okay? Now, have you been listening to the new book that we've got on YouTube? It's called There's a Pharaoh in My Bath, and the author is Jeremy Strong. So if you haven't already been onto YouTube and found it, do have a look, because we're reading that story to you next. It's quite a funny one actually, it's one of my favourite stories. Can I just remind you, Year 4, that before we start the lesson, please can you make sure you've got your notebook or paper, pen or a pencil to write with. You'll need some colouring pens as well. And if you have any chalk at home, I will be showing you an activity later which you will need chalk for. Okay, so if you could get those things, and then I'll talk to you about our spelling for this week. Okay, Year 4, now you've got your pen and paper or pencil and notebook, you're ready to look at our first spelling activity this morning. Now, unfortunately, Mrs Price's spelling has gone a little bit wonky this morning, so I'm wondering if you can help me to sort it out. I've written out these sentences. I've tried my best with my handwriting, and I hope you do too, because so many of you are close to that pen licence, so we'll really be looking when we get back to school. So, each of these sentences has a word in it from the Year 3 and 4 word list that isn't spelt correctly. That's the word list in the back of your Red Learning Journey book. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to copy these sentences out and to write the word which isn't spelt correctly. So pause the video now and copy these out. Okay, so here's the list of spellings spelt correctly this time. So you've got the U in build, group with OU, different with 2 Fs, address with 2 Ds, and century with a C at the beginning and RY at the end. If you did find any of those tricky, perhaps you can have a go at learning those at another time. Okay, Year 4, this is our new spelling rule for this week, and it is where the I sound is spelt with a Y elsewhere than at the end of the word. And you can probably think of lots of words that have the I sound at the end where you write a Y. For instance, I've just put a couple on the board: fly, multiply. You can hear that I sound. But we're going to think about where that I sound is in the middle of a word and you write a Y. See if you can think of any. If I give you a clue, if you think about our new topic, there's certainly a word or two there that you should be able to think of. Okay. Okay, Year 4, here are this week's spellings. Now, did you get my clue about Egypt being one of our spellings this week? Okay, so we've got Egypt, which is our new topic, and we've got Egyptian too. If you look really closely, you can see the word ending here. You've got the IAN, so you've got the country Egypt with the capital E, and then you've got Egyptian is a person who comes from Egypt. Okay, we've also got the spelling Jim, okay, And if you're feeling really clever, because gym is quite a short word, you might want to turn that into gymnast or gymnastics. Okay, once you've learnt them, maybe you could have a go at that. We've got myth. If something isn't true, perhaps it's a rumour or a story that's made up, that's a myth. We've got pyramid. That's going to be another word that you're going to be using lots in the next few weeks. Fits in with our Egyptian topic. You'll find out more about that later. We've got mystery. We've got crystal. Okay. We've got symbol. And we've got signet. Do you know what a signet is? Okay, it's a baby swan, isn't it? Well done if you knew that. So what I want you to do is to copy these spellings neatly into your book or onto a piece of paper. And then you've got them there for the week to start learning them. Okay children, the first activity I would like you to do today to help you learn your spellings is to put your spellings in alphabetical order. Okay, so look really carefully. Remember, if the first letter's the same, you need to look at the second letter and so on. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to sort out the order of your spellings. Okay, off you go. Okay, so let's do our check and see if you've got them in the right order. We've got crystal, signet, Egypt, Egyptian, gym, mystery, myth, pyramid and symbol. That's the correct alphabetical order. Well done if you got them all in the right order. Okay, the next way of helping you learn your spellings that I'd like to show you, I've got the spellings written here in lowercase. I'm going to have a go at writing each spelling now in capital letters, so you've got the two paired together. So crystal, underneath crystal I'm going to write it in capitals, so C-R-Y-S-T-A-L. Okay, have a go at another one. We've got signet, so you've got your C-Y-G-N-E-T. Okay, so for your next activity to help you learn your spellings, I'd like you to write them out in lowercase and uppercase. Okay, so pair them up. And you can use lots of different coloured pens or pencils to make it as attractive as you can. So off you go. Okay, Year 4, the next way that we're going to learn our spellings today is by chalk and going outside, either in your garden if you've got some paving stones or some slabs and your grown-up is happy for you to do it there, or I've gone just outside my house onto the pavement and I've drawn some shapes on the pavement and I'm going to have a go at writing my spellings in these shapes. Okay, so I'm thinking pyramid is probably a good spelling to put in the shape of a triangle. So I've got my P, Y, R, A, M, I, D. Okay, I've only got white chalk unfortunately, but if you've got lots of different colours, you can make this look really amazing. Okay, so pyramid, and fill your triangle with that spelling. Okay, and I've actually drawn, it's a bit of a wobbly square, but I'm going to have a go at writing symbol in this one. So S-Y-M, there's that Y, which is making the I sound in the words, and remember that's our spelling focus for this week. Simple. Okay, I'm sure yours will look so much more attractive than mine. Okay, so with lots of lovely colours and things. Okay, year 4, the next way that we're going to think about learning our spellings is where we're going to write a word on somebody's back and they have to see if they can guess what the word is. Okay, so I've sat Mr. Price in front of all the spellings and I haven't told him which one, so he's got to really focus and see if he can feel the letters that I am writing on his back. See if you can work out which word I am writing. Okay, so my word starts with, okay, okay, did you guess what that word was? But more importantly, did Mr. Price guess what it was?
Mystery.
Excellent, well done if you worked it out too. So see if you can borrow somebody in your house and see if you can have a go at writing some of those spellings on their back and see if they can guess what the word is that you have spelt. This time, year 4, I'm going to show you a spelling story. I'm going to try and write a story which includes all my spelling words. Right, year 4, I've had a go at writing my story, which includes all the spellings. See if you can spot them as I read the story to you. See what you think. Whichever way James looked at it, it was a complete mystery. Was the story of the missing crystal just a myth? James needed to find out, so he had travelled to Egypt as the guest of an Egyptian family to search for the crystal with the strange symbol. A cygnet had been keeping a watchful eye outside the pyramid, which was far away from the bustling town that James knew of shops, parks and a gym. James needed to search the pyramid immediately to try and solve the mystery. He bravely set off, wondering what lay inside. And can you see I've done my ellipses there, giving the reader a bit of suspense because they'll be wondering what's going to happen next. Now what I've done is I've put a circle around all my spelling words so I can really easily spot them. Why don't you have a go at writing your own story, which includes all the spelling words? Now it's the time that you have been waiting for, the time to find out who our Spelling Shed champions are for this week. Well, in 4S, it's Caden P again. Well done, Caden, you're really working hard. Come on the rest of 4S, see if you can knock him off that top spot. Well done to Matty in 4M. You're the 4M champion this week. Well done. Well done, Ryan in 4EP. You are the 4EP champion this week. And to Ella M in 4B, you are the champion again in 4B. So well done. The class, which are taking the top spot this week, I'm very pleased with this one. It's 4EP. Well done, 4EP. And Caden is the overall winner, not just for his class, but he's the top speller in the whole of year 4. And I know that this is something that he's been before, so well done to Caden. Brilliant. If you haven't been on Spelling Shed, all your spellings will be on there for you to have a go at and some more activities to try. See you soon. Bye.